Folks, Kyle from Bookmakers Review. And you know what? Yes, NFL season is upon us. Yes, Major League Baseball is heading down the stretch. But you know what else is right around the corner is the NBA season. So we're going to talk about some future team win totals for the NBA right now. We're going to start with the Celtics first. Their number's sitting at 55.5. Over and under both at minus 115. So we'll pick them there. Now, again, I don't like locking up my money for 8 months at a minus 115 number. So I probably won't be betting any of this. But I got to say, with the talent level of the Celtics, it's been a tumultuous offseason. Of course, a lot of talks of Kevin Durant going there and Jaylen Brown being a big part of that deal. That did not come to fruition. I still think the Celtics one of the more talented teams in the Eastern Conference. Of course, a disappointment in the NBA Finals against Golden State. I think they can get there. We'll take a slight lean to the over 55.5, but again, not a number I like to bet and lock up my money for 8 months. Our next team, the New York Knicks. Their number's sitting at 39.5. Again, that's at minus 115 either way. I think they can go over here as they start to, some of that young talent starts to build up. Of course, Julius Randle, still a very effective part of that team. Over 39.5 makes a little bit of sense, but again, do I feel comfortable enough to bet it? Probably not. When we get to this next one, the Philadelphia 76ers, that number's at 50.5. Another offseason for James Harden to get comfortable in that system, get himself into shape. He didn't really seem right last year, but I think after those postseason disappointments, seeing the Sixers get to over 50.5 makes sense. That's juiced a little bit at minus 125. I don't see them getting under 50 wins this year, so we'll go ahead and lean that over 50.5, and that's sitting at minus 125. When we go to the Toronto Raptors next, their number sitting at 45.5 as we sit right now. Juice to the over at minus 135. The unders at plus 105. Eastern Conference is tough. They've sort of switched roles. The East is now the power conference as opposed to the West. I could see that under happening. There might be some value at that plus 105 number. So if you want to do a little sprinkle on that at plus money, I don't hate it. Again, it's a long time to lock up your money for not a great price. But if we're talking wins here, I do think they can get to over 45.5. And our final team we're going to talk about is the Brooklyn Nets. Really hard to find a win total number. Of course, a lot of volatility with Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant. Will they be in Brooklyn? Will they be somewhere else? Their number's sitting around 50, 49.5, and 50.5. I found at a couple outlets. If they have both Durant and Irving and they're focused and motivated and ready to go, I can see this team going over. Of course, last year was a massive disappointment. If those two are going to be there, you're going to see them motivated. They have something to prove here. Kyrie should be able to play in every game as opposed to last season when he missed a chunk of the season due to the COVID restrictions. So we'll lean the over there. And again, that's sitting at minus 115. So there's a little NBA talk for our BMR fans. Don't forget to head over to bmrcontest.com. Sign up for our NFL Pigskin Pick'em Challenge. 25 grand up for grabs. And of course, if it's winning picks you want, we got you covered right here at Bookmakers Review. Have a great week, and of course, good luck on all your future wagers.